Welcome back, fellow Wacksters, to the next episode of Tyranny. So, it seems that we have 8 days before Curious's Day of Swords will be invoked, meaning that everyone here will die if we do not capture a city with our armies before that. So that is actually quite grave news. Let's go and get... Now let's first talk to Scarlet Camp. Ambush. Okay. Wonderful. Action time. Been some time before we got into some action, so it's all okay. What now?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian Guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm.
Did the voices of Nurot send you to gather my head and complete his collection? If so, we'll have to save our tussle for another time. Today I have business. Vengeance can wait.
Ebgain, very major fear. Okay.
You may have consigned my school to a fate worse than death, but you've done well by the Vendrian Guard. Many of them are alive today thanks to the truce you forged years back. They seem to think you have a trace of nobility in you. Here's hoping they're right. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
A woman bows deeply. The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in practical display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. Which one should we pick? Wonder when ancient customs on thought I abide by this truth. You have met this time. You should detain a fate binder or archine. Justice unwise. Yes,
as is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Sorry, that name means nothing.
No, I'm sorry. I'm asking about one man out of thousands that have been slain by Kairos's forces. It's not like I remember the name of all your friends that I've killed.
Oh, cocky.
If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Another dead oathbreaker. Whomever you will ask about next, I assure you, nothing can be done.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
We shouldn't be socializing with oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Why do you resist Kairos? What are you trying to save? How did you and your friends overthrow the garrison? Who's in charge of this insurrection? Were there prisoner swaps in the past?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were best beset with constant battle. Do you prefer that to Kairos' order? Or only your daughters are really free in the tiers? Why fight against Kairos' equality? Or what makes you think you have a chance? Or but a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos' reign? Let's do number one.
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No tiersman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Only daughters are really free in the tiers. Because that only women gets to own real estate.
There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries we've let the lands to the women, and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around.
What made you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
But a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos'
I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow tiersmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack.
At that remark, the soldiers flanking her exchanged shocked looks. Eb turns her focus to her compatriots.
Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
Interesting.
And people wonder why the tiersmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
How do you and your friends overthrow the
I would
garrison?
joke that the voices of Narat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Who's in charge of this insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the tiers, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendrian Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Demos are relations.
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously. So I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Were there prisoner swaps in
That
the
is our
past?
way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own.
That's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you. The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Such details are for Kairos' warriors only. Kairos' forces must take Ascension home by the Day of Swords, or all in the Valley will perish. It is very minor longer to gain average fear. Glare silent lie. It is a curse in the valley. Those loyal to Kairos will slowly weaken and die. Let's just glare silent.
So you will not say. I expected as much. Can it be worse than endless storms or fire pouring from the earth? Not that you'd answer that either. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Yeah.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
No, we're done.
A shame. But if you have no heart for discourse, I will take no more of your time. In accordance to our ancient customs north and south, let us conclude this truce in peaceful accord. May peace find you soon, Fatebinder.
She and her retinue return to leave. Okay.
On it.
And they're gone. Very well. Anything else in this area? No. Okay. Let's continue. And let's gain more quests at the Scarlet Chorus's camp. And we'll see where we'll go from there. Maybe we'll get another follower. Take another step, I'll pin your foot to the dirt. It proves everything. The warrior slams her fists together in a resounding clap, like for instance whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons held at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The chorus warrior looks to his gang, giving them a quick nod. What's the problem here? He's right. The edict will kill us all if Ascension Hall is not taken soon. What's the problem here? No problem here, Lord Binder. She tosses her blade in the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Think just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. She spits in the ground, looking up with a scowl. So I'm calling him out, because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. Well, I'll have your hands and feet removed, and the rest of you kept for my own use. This is foolish. Stop this now. Let you all fight this out. Care to wager on this fight? Could use a few rings. Allow me to join you. I enjoy a good bloodbath. A sharp, vicious grin cuts across her face. Be my guest. I've always wanted to see a Fatebinder in action. He falls pointedly, quiet, but finally shrugs one shoulder, seemingly smart enough not to protest. Let's settle this. I'll fight for quiet Shiv. Prepare yourself. I'll be defending Shivershank. Cut quiet Shiv's throat. And then this quickly. Beat Shivershank bloody. Then I'll send it with strength.
You learn something every day.
I'll just beat him up. You turn to Shivershank and grab him by the scruff of his scraggly beard. Keening with both shock and pain, he can barely fight back against the sheer force of your strength as you repeatedly punch his face until all that's left is a bloody mess. He crumbles to the ground as everyone beside you slowly trembling backwards. Enjoy your new position, gang boss. Just walk away. Yeah, that's a TGI. Not sure if that was worth it, but we'll level up. So, let's see. We want quickness? No, we want might or accuracy. Huh. Let's go with might. No, let's go with, yeah, might. There we go. And we have one level here. Bow Mastery. Increase weapon damage with bows and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. Evasive. When superior, replace parry with dodge while defending against melee attacks. Last throw mastery. Arrow catch. Gain a chance to catch physical range projectiles and launch them back at attackers. Piercing throw? Or piercing throw. Save distance, gain a bonus to accuracy when attacking targets that are farther than 5 meters away. Poison dart. Let's do Bowmaster. There we go. Okay. I think we're good.
Can't do that.
Rested. Alright, so okay, fine. Let us enter. The guy places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of her blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I am Anthlas, fate by the Tuna. I'm here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. I'm always in the right place. The guard tenses up, locking eyes with you. That walking hunk of rust, what's he, she, maybe it doing here? He's an allied warrior on my guard. You don't want to make an issue of this. Step in close, push it down. Yeah, let's do that. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on her shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fate Binder. You're such a stupid klutz. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? The guard waves you in with a smile. Come on in. You don't let that ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. Okay. Battle plans are scribbled over a blood-stained map of the tiers. Arrow points towards the inner ring of the vendor map. Yeah, yada yada yada. We're good for rod. Supplies. We've reached the maximum of camera supplies. I guess we will camp them. How do we do that? We do that right here.
See that?
Go. Huh. Shield? Rot spear. Okay. Celeros. Hail, Fate Binder Tunan. This favorite officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in a stiff but warm greeting. Were I betting or a superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me today. I am not. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now, what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. Have anything you'd like to report, soldier? Maybe you've noticed something unusual during your time here? He cans his head to one side, taking aback. What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast, but no. The screamers seem mostly in order, sir, and I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. Still, as opposed, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Of course, even if I was, I'd be damned near impossible to learn anything from the Shisty's fifth eye and those damn furies. Don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail. And it's not for lack of me trying on my part. What do you mean? Right, because you seem so easy to work with. He guffaws, loud and amused. Aren't I? Iron Marshal always said I was soft when it came to incomers on account of me being such a good natural-natured fellow. In fact, you should tell Deathneil that maybe she'll stop hiding troops movements from me or passing me enemy intelligence she thinks get me killed. Okay. Farewell. Not up for any more of this. Actually, I mostly just want to find something fun to do. What's this? Shattered glass vial. This has to be sold to merchant as spare parts. Okay. Any merchants nearby? This place seems like a
Can't do that.
Yes. Anything back here? Some fruit.
Can't do that.
And then the subterfuge. Boss. Well, look who we have here, chewing on some manner of cut, or a heavy-set soldier flings spittle and crumbs as she talks. The fate binder finally shows himself. I'm Rek, the second soldier chimes in, and this is Boss. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The fifth eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who give you answers or even a smile. So, anything we can do for you? So this is the place where we can rest in the chorus camp, I guess. No need to read all this. Seems important. See what they can teach us. Bows. Wonderful. There we go. And let's continue. Snigler-Dagos. Upon noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his posture and smiles. What an honor! The name Snigler-Dagos, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire. I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kyros's forces supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. Let me see your wares. He winces a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Okay. So what do we have here? Let's see what we can get rid of first. This for sure. Sure. Meat for cheese, meat. Lots here. Not sure if we should keep gems or not. I want to see what our party can use. All these things at the moment. Oh, definitely better than what we have. All of it is better than what we have. But I see no bows. Oh well. Ooh. Very strong. But we don't have the money. Okay. Let's see. Here. No. He might be able to use it. Nope. As long as people have quick items, we should be fine. Go. And we should be able to sell the rest. See wares. Let's go. These. Okay. And we have a little gold now. Wonderful. Scroll. And no one has to read it. Great. Oh, never mind then. Is there anything else we can do? I guess we're done with this camp, but we didn't really get any new mission. Definitely. Okay, you. As much an accusation as a question, the broad-shouldered woman shakes her head with a scowl. So, you're Tunan's fate binder. I was expecting something more impressive. She bows in spite of her misgivings. Death kneel. Scarlet Fury, my time is yours for as long as it amuses me. The fighter effortlessly spins a bronze sword about in her hand. Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your words and law. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would just be a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. We've got enough useless twats dying for our names it is. All our horde recruits seem good for. Of late. Is piling in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. She hums low to herself and flips her sword side to side with several deft flicks of her wrist. Keeps up, and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standard again. Now, what do you need? You said something about the horde pinning. What were you expecting? So I'm again, I'll burn that blade in your belly before you can scream. What can you tell me of the Scarlet Choice. What is your rolling score? How's the middle life so far? Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the chorus for as long as I've been in it. She offers a one-shouldered shrug, ambivalent of anything, but more likely just uncaring. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn into something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword, like the disfavored do, is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires a proper coercion. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Vendrian Guards, strengthened by the numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn, so I have a better plan hatched. And what might that be? Get to the point, soldier. Yeah, I don't care. She flips her sword over, and in annoyance, if looks could cut, you'd be bleeding. Oh, I'm getting there. Don't worry. I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned and unsuspecting, instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers, claim from the battlefield. How exactly do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach. This day, what do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea and save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. If it means expediting the end of this meandering conflict, so be it. Yeah, sure. So, we now have a new quest. What were you expecting? Let's hurry through this. No, I'm not going to threaten her. That's not the way of the Jedi. What can you tell me of the Scarlet Chorus? What is your role of the Scarlet Chorus? Do you not recognize a Scarlet Fury when you see one? We are the warrior spirit of the Chorus, scholars of sword and shift. She folds armor pretty much to the chest. How's the moves like? You have to treat them to you. They can be bigger than you, just make sure they don't hit harder than you. Farewell. Okay.
Right.
This is great to go through this character's talk. I want to get some fighting in this episode. Okay. I didn't really care about him. Anyways. Oh, there's a tiny bit. Let's get out of here. I'm just curious, can we see our reputation? Okay. His favorite, very little wrath. Interesting. His favorite, wrath. More wrath. Barrack. Verse almost has death from above. Ebb has a lot of fear. So Ebb would be a companion. No spoiler. Fear and Ash. Yeah, they're about the same. Okay, well, good to know. Spell it. Okay. I believe for the once we get a nature war. Let us go to. I want to figure out with these Earthbinders. Shift to issue multiple commands in order. That's nice to know. Okay, so what is here? Earthshaker Hood. Earthshaker Stick.
You didn't see nothing.
I'd have it no other way.
You got it.
Let's be off.
Actually, let's
Won't happen.
use her as a partner as well.
You got it. I'm not here to make friends.
Can't do that.
No dice.
Iron tolling.
Will do. We should try that again.
Damn.
No can do.
You will fall before us.
We. That's close.
Sorry.
Smash to pieces!
Okay, let's not lose our main hero.
Not happening.
On it.
Ooh, that was close. Stansburg Geyser. No man's land. Two broken helmets. Entering. Ground. I believe we'll have to rest then. Only one day closer to our doom.
Curious.
However, it seems that we are done with this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Fortunately, we did get some battle in there, even though there was a lot of quest collecting and talking. But it seems like from now on, it will be a straight road in action. So please enjoy. Wack out.